Okay, Crossroad Q's, fans, followers, and friends. We have one, only one, Steve Serna Carmeli Shop Q left in stock. We were sold out of these. I actually hid this one, stashed it away from the last batch that we sold out really fast. We actually had a twin to this very Q right here. The same exact wrap, the same wood, of course, with a little bit of figure. You know, they always have slight variation, of course, because it's different pieces of wood. But it was actually constructed the same way. So the twin of this Q was sold to a very good friend and client of ours, Mr. Anthony, out in Southern California. Who's a very good player, by the way. Very good. He's always doing extremely well in tournaments and different league competitions, and he's been playing pool for a long time. He agreed with me that the hit of the Q that he got, which again is identical to this one, was extremely good. So this Q was made by Ariel Carmeli's long-term apprentice, Steve Serna. This Q was actually built in Ariel Carmeli's shop. It's one of the last Qs that were made before he moved from Southern California to Virginia. So Ariel's hands were all over this Q. His wood was used. And of course, it's built to the exact same specs of a Carmeli. And it's signed by his apprentice, Mr. Steve Serna, right there, 4 of 2024. This is a brand new Q. I did put one of my shafts on it, and I played with it a few times just to test it out. And I totally agree with my friend Anthony that bought the other one, and he agrees with me. You just can't get much more of a solid hit. So what you have here, this is Olivewood and heavily figured, I should say not highly, heavily figured Olivewood. Look at that. This stuff is beautiful in person. It's a really unique looking wood. Look at all that figure. But the best part is this. It is cored with Jatoba, which is a Brazilian cherry wood. Okay, it's a nice hard wood. So it really stiffens up that hit. Of course, you know these Q makers, they core for various different reasons. They core to get the moisture out of the center of the Q, of course, make sure it's nice and dry. They core for weight control. They core for stability, durability, and in this case here, improvement of the hit. I don't believe Olivewood would hit anywhere near like what this Cherywood does. There you go. You can see down in there that Jatoba. So 100% money back guarantee. If somebody gets this bad boy and you don't like it, you can send it right back. We kept it for a reason. I will oftentimes, if I buy a batch of Qs, I will keep one for myself because I do collect and I do play, and I'm a sucker for a good hitting Q. The reason I'm letting this one go right now is because Steve is actually custom making me another Q, and I'm going to go ahead and let this one go, and it's not going to last long. In my opinion, you just can't get better for the money, okay? Again, built just like a Carmeli. It was actually built in Ariel Carmeli's shop by his apprentice. And then the finish work, the actual finish on this Q, was done in Eddie Cohen's shop because Steve Serna is now working with Eddie Cohen in his shop in Southern California because he couldn't move and travel to the East Coast at this time right now. Steve takes care of his elderly father. He's got a lot of family in California. So he is building now with Eddie Cohen. So the next ones that are going to be coming up are going to be coming out of the Cohen shop, but they're going to be made just like Carmeli's, just like this one. Hey, check this out. So if you haven't seen one of these before, the reason I say it's by far one of the best deals, I am under $1,500, okay? So you're getting a Q that is custom made with top, and I mean top shelf woods. You've got a wild Scotch leather wrap. It kind of has the texture of it. It's similar to Spanish Bull, but it's not, okay? So this is wild Scotch. And then you've got these beautiful rings right here. Take a look at the ring work on this Q. at all positions. And if that all is not enough, because of my relationship with Steve, when I order these cues, I always ask if he can do it for a maple shaft and a Kielwood. Okay, now Steve used to make Ariel Carmeli's Kielwood shafts in the shop. So he would work on cues with Ariel, and that was one of his shop duties, was making Kielwoods. And man, oh man, oh man, I'm going to tell you what, I love the way his Kielwoods play. These are both 13 millimeters, by the way, unchalked, unplayed. The butt weight is 14.7. The Kielwood is 3.2, and the maple shaft is 3.6. Both, again, 13 millimeter, brand new Olivewood cord with a Brazilian Cherywood called Jatoba. This thing hits like thunder. I'm telling you right now, guaranteed to please. Under $1,500 plus shipping at crossroadcues.com. We're going to be getting it up on the website if it makes it that long. I sell out of these very, very, very fast. I do have another batch of cues coming from Steve, but at this time right now, this one is the last of the Mohicans. Get it while it's here. Steve Serna, Carmeli Shop Cue at crossroadcues.com.